So step number 1 is you have to hold and build your coils the correct way. So this is what your coils will look like when you have your loop and are ready to swing and throw. So to build your coils, so I'm just gonna throw this out. So you'll have the end of the rope. You'll take it about like a foot-ish, and you'll take your hand down the rope and swing it this way until it makes like this little loop right there. And yeah, so it'll swing up and make a loop, and then grab it with your other ones. Put your index finger and put your newly coil in between your index finger and your middle finger. And then do that, so bring your hand down the rope and swing again. Same distance. And make your coils so they're pretty even, and do the same thing. Put it in between your index finger and your middle finger. And then do this and repeat this step until your rope is fully coiled. So, fully coiled. Step number 2, properly building your loop. To properly build your loop, you're gonna take your Hondu right here, this knot, and you're gonna bring it around in a circle and follow the rope back towards you. Okay, and then you're gonna take your coil that's closest to your loop, and you're gonna just drop it. And then you'll take your loop and flip it backwards. See, now there's no loop. So then you'll take your Hondu, you'll grab it and pull it back towards you, and then you'll take it out of the loop, so it's like that. And you'll make it to about right here in your armpit, and then you'll take right here on the Hondu, the rope that's connected to it. It's gonna go under the top strand, and then you'll take your fingers and bring them down the loop all the way back to about your middle chest or your ear if you're smaller, and then you'll drop another coil closest to your loop, flip your loop backwards, readjust your hand, and if you need to, pull it back again, and there is your loop. Number 3, once you have a properly built loop, you're going to want to learn how to swing properly. To swing properly, first you're going to take your loop and throw it behind your back. And then you're going to put it in front of you when you swing. So like, you're going to read your watch around your face every time you go. And try not to bend your wrist up like this as much as you can, or else it can figure 8 and just, yeah, you won't really make it on the steeper. So some tips are, with your elbow, you're going to want to go in a forward and backward motion. When you're going in front of you, read your watch. Turn your wrist over and read your watch. But it's back and forth motion with your arm. So it'll look like this. It's going to be level with the top of the steer's horns. So it'll be perfectly level, and you'll be able to feel the air from the rope on your left ear. So back and forth with your elbow, read your watch in front of you. Number 4, how to properly deliver your loop. So after you've perfected your swing and it's correctly leveled, when you're ready, you're going to want to deliver to the horns. Right as you're going to turn your wrist over in front of you to read your watch, that's when you're going to want to let go. So you're going to turn your wrist over to read your watch and let go. Okay. Your hand's going to be flat when you deliver. When you're aiming, aim towards the right side. I like to tell myself to overachieve when aiming to the right side, so that your loop can come over this right horn onto the left horn. And then it'll bring it with it, and then you pull back.